Well, guess what? I'm not, because there's a bunch of stuff that need to be put out there.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Speaking of which, did you see the new video of the QAnon shaman being led through the Capitol building by police?
No. What happened there?
You know, there's a story of the violent insurrection.
Oh, yeah,
That's
of course.
the narrative,
It
right?
was, I mean,
By the way, well, let's just be real clear. You shouldn't break into the Capitol building. You shouldn't be trying to overthrow the government. You shouldn't be trying to, like, get out there and say that the election was false when you don't exactly know.
You do know.
Into it, and then
That's the
you go
problem.
into the Capitol.
You do know.
It wasn't good. It wasn't a good look for America. It wasn't good for any of the people there. Nothing was good about January 6th.
Everything he said about the disclaimer, in his disclaimer, I actually agree with. I think there's better ways of doing things, in my opinion. There's always
Not if you got fucking criminals running everything.
Something had to happen.
Shit.
Unfortunately, it went very left. It went left. Guess what? Looking at a bunch of these other protests that we have around the city all the time, where people are being, I'm talking about tens of people are being killed during these protests, and businesses near the areas where they're protesting are being vandalized, broken into, a whole bunch of their products and whatnot is being stolen or burned. That didn't happen during the Jan 6 situation. As a matter of fact, a great deal of the people who are acting like they
It was a false fucking flag.
What happened at the Capitol.
It was a false flag.
I'm keeping it a buck with you.
It was a false flag.
Care less.
Yep, it was a false flag.
At the Capitol.
Yep,
Trust
it was a false
the way that this
flag.
whole thing was planned and
Yep, it was planned.
Don't let the senators get out of here. These are direct orders to the police officers who was there trying to bring about some order. That makes no sense to me. And the chief of the Capitol, come on, man, I'm just not even going to talk about it.
Let's be real clear. But when you watch the video of that guy being led around through the Capitol building by police, they're basically giving him like a tour. They're talking to him and hanging out with him. At one point in time, it's him, and there's like 6 police officers around him, and they're not arresting him. They're not throwing him to the ground. There's no violence at all.
I said could care less. Corrected me, talking about could. Thank you, though.
Like, I don't think what that guy did was good. I don't think what any of those people did was good. It wasn't smart to barge into the Capitol, take pictures of your feet on Nancy Pelosi's desk. It's stupid. It's a crime. But they were leading him around. Like, the cops were talking to him.
It was a
and
false
hanging out with him. It
flag.
wasn't like arresting him immediately. It wasn't like he was this
Nancy Pelosi,
guy who broke
Chuck
and started
Schumer,
smashing things.
all of them,
They
every last one of them need to go to prison.
Watch the video. Yeah. Have you seen the video?
No, I have not seen the video.
See if you can find it, because Tucker Carlson highlighted it on his television show, and now everybody's up in arms because it's coming from Tucker. But it should be coming from the New York Times too. It should be coming from everybody. It's just, this is video footage of this guy.
I love what he just now said. Please don't let that go over your head. He said that this footage should be coming from everybody.
We don't need you to stop to say that, though, dog. I know that's your video and shit, bro. But on the real, you can just allow the shit to play, man. Because we already stuck on fucking stupid to the point where they illiterate. So just let the shit play out and then come back and say something.
Putting that information out there. Stop, like put a leash. You need to put a muzzle on Tucker Carlson, because what he's doing is making me look bad. All right, but Joe is clear. He said, man, this should be on everything.
Television show, and now everybody's up in arms because it's coming from Tucker. But it should be coming from the New York Times too. It should be coming from everybody. It's just, this is video footage of this guy, and it's a thing that's different than what we're being told it is. We're being told that they barged in, and they overtook the Capitol, locked them up, put him in jail.
It's edited though, I'll be honest.
Yeah, all that shit was edited.
It's definitely edited.
All of it edited.
Various ways. It's definitely edited. But when you see the video itself, you do see these cops walking around with this guy, and they're essentially, it's like they're giving him a tour. It doesn't seem like what we
Being
thought
told,
it was.
what we're
The
being
thing is,
told.
I thought it was like they broke in, and then they scared the cops away, and there was so many of them that they overtook the Capitol.
No.
I'm going to get a lot of heat for this, and I don't care. Where was President Trump for these people? These are his strongest supporters. He did not stick his neck out for them in the slightest. He let them rot in jail.
How you let him rot in jail?
Whoever that is that worked for Joe Rogan, I don't think he
Yeah.
fully understands exactly
what
what was going
happened.
on during that time.
Yeah.
Because your boy, well, Trump was being censored like
Trump was being, man, Trump was still going through being impeached.
Speak up about
Shit.
what was going on. He was being quieted and silenced. They was trying to use the highlighted trailers of all of the breaking of windows,
Yeah.
of the people who were there.
That was a lie. That, like I said, all that did was picked out film. Picked out film to entertain you, to not knowing the truth that's in the entertainment.
They was doing it because of you, and now you want to get in front of the people and say, we need to defend these people. He was actually trying, but guess what? They painted this to be such a bloody, a bloodbath that he couldn't do but so much, in my opinion. That's just me.
Is that the one?
I can't tell because I'm not listening to it.
So here it is.
But it turns out there's quite a bit of video you haven't seen. That video tells a very different story about what happened on January 6th.
No, they're fixing it.
1,000 hours of surveillance footage from in and around the Capitol have been withheld from the public. And once you see the video, you'll understand why. Taken as a whole, the video record does not support the claim that January 6th was an insurrection. In fact, it demolishes that claim. And that's exactly why the Democratic Party and its allies in the media prevented you from seeing it. By controlling the images,
Man, when they first showed it, I thought that people were breaking in there, busting holes in the
Come on now, come on, that's what they want, that's what they meant for you to see. That's what they meant for you to see.
Merriweather, because security is a private matter, what can I do for you?
Information.
A helicopter has been dispatched.
Taking files that they weren't supposed to be taking, putting congressmen or senators in a headlock, whatever, man. It seemed like the way that they was trying to paint the picture was like this was actually a Quentin Tarantino.
They did paint it.
Actually how they was doing it.
They did paint it.
to view from January 6th, they controlled how the public understood that day. They could lie about what happened, and you would never know the difference. Those lies had a purpose. They created a pretext for a federal crackdown on opponents of the Uniparty in Washington.
Our office wanted to ensure that there was shock and awe, that we could charge as many people as possible.
The first thing you notice from viewing the full video record of January 6th is just how many people entered the Capitol building that day.
Holy shit.
Hundreds and hundreds. Wow. Possibly thousands over the course of about 2 hours. The crowd was enormous. A small percentage of them were hooligans. They committed vandalism. You've seen their pictures again and again. But the overwhelming majority weren't. They were peaceful, they were orderly and meek. These were not insurrectionists, they were sightseers. Footage from inside the Capitol overturns the story you've heard
Like I
about
said, that
January
was a false
6th.
flag all day,
Protesters
every day.
queue up
I don't
in
know what
neat
the
little
fuck we
lines.
tripping off.
They give each other tours outside the Speaker's office.
Yeah, send someone order some tea for Nancy Pelosi, please. Send it to Nancy. Alright? Yeah, that'd be amazing.
They take cheerful selfies and they smile. They're not destroying the Capitol. They obviously revere the Capitol. They're there because they believe the election was stolen from them. They believe in the system. Here's the man you've heard referred to as the QAnon shaman outside the Senate chamber. These are not rioters. These are people who wandered over from a political rally.
We will not let them silence your voices.
After the rally, they walked down Pennsylvania Avenue, where organizers had secured a federal permit to hold a legal rally on the grounds of the Capitol.
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
Once at the Capitol building, things began to get chaotic. Capitol police officers fired tear gas into the crowd.
Now, here's the thing. They say that they weren't prepared. How were they not prepared when they knew there was going to be a protest at the Capitol?
Only reason why they wasn't prepared because Nancy Pelosi made sure that they wasn't prepared because she planned for that shit to happen. Had a whole fucking film crew inside the Capitol. We are some stupid, man. I bought some shit.
It's because liberals are racist. They act like they support the Black Lives Matter and all these other groups and whatnot, the LGBTQ community, the groups that they represent. But as soon as one of those groups schedule a protest, they make sure that they got armed guards out there and everything.
Nah.
Okay, we support
Come
you.
on now.
We don't trust you. Y'all try something, we shoot you. Break your ass. Okay? We gonna make sure that we are ready for y'all.
Nah.
But when they knew that it was Trump supporters coming over to protest, it's like, oh man, we only need like 2 more weeks over there. This is gonna be fine. It's not a big deal. Come on, it's not a big deal.
Now you talking stupid now yourself.
We are good. Trust me, these guys are a bunch of, Republicans, and they have no passion in them.
They ain't gonna act up. They ain't gonna act up.
You know what I mean? We only need 2 people. As a matter of fact, we're gonna let you free.
Because, like I said again, if they knew that insurrection was a possibility, nigga, they'd have had so many armed guards to that bitch, but they knew what they was doing.
You know, things coming. Only them black, right? And white liberals. So, you know what I mean? When they come, they start some stuff. We're gonna make sure we good, whatever. But, so that's on y'all, liberals. That's on y'all.
With the front of the bird broke windows. Someone opened the doors, and many hundreds of others just walked in. Of course, they did make it in the story. And at the center of it, the single person arrested that day was a Navy veteran from Arizona called Jacob Chansley, often referred to as the QAnon shaman.
The so-called QAnon shaman.
QAnon shaman.
Q shaman. Jacob Chansley became the face of
QAnon shaman. A QAnon shaman.
Conspiracy theorist dressed in outlandish costume who led the violent insurrection to overthrow American democracy. For these crimes, Chansley was sentenced to nearly 4 years in prison, far more time than many violent criminals now receive. What did Jacob Chansley do to receive this punishment? To this day, there's dispute over how Chansley got
He exposed their lie. He exposed their lie and got fired.
internal surveillance video. It is very clear what
Because
happened.
people wanted to see that second part to that broadcast right there. People wanted to see the second part. So they fired Tucker Carlson so he wouldn't show the second part of that shit.
They acted as
Oh,
his
we got some criminals run our shit.
Capitol police officers taken to multiple entrances, even tried to.
It look like bring your kid to work day, man. I swear to goodness. Nah, seriously, look at this right here. It look like bring your kid to work day. Like you bring your kid. This looks like bring your child to work day. They are literally walking this man from door to door as he's dressed in his cartoon. He's just like, okay, following dad. Okay, just following you. We're gonna go inside of here, son. You should see this one. I love this room. This is where we keep the. Oh, it's locked. Okay, we're gonna go find another room to go through.
They acted as his tour guides.
Wow.
Here's video of Chance.
They're opening the door for him.
Capitol police officers take him to multiple entrances and even tried to open locked doors for him. We counted at least 9 officers who were within touching distance of unarmed Jacob Chansley. Not one of them even tried to slow him down. Chansley understood that Capitol Police were his allies. Video shows him giving thanks for them in a prayer on the floor of the Senate. Watch.
He held the door open for him and everything, man.
Contrast the reality of what Jacob Chansley did in the Capitol building on January 6th. All disputable facts reported on video, some of which has never before been seen, with the depiction of Jacob Chansley that you've seen in the media for more than 2 years. He's a terrorist, he said. He should be killed.
Shoot him. Shoot him. Like, you first in the United States. If he was dressed like Bin Laden, would he have shot him?
Shoot him!
No.
Shoot him! It makes you wonder who were the violent extremists here? Not Jacob Chansley. The video proves that.
Shoot him. No, most of the people want to get guns. Last I checked, but now they want to shoot the shaman. For walking around with a daggone mask and his shirt off. I dare you be inside the Capitol with your shirt off, holding the flag, with a hat on. Shoot him.
But you would never have known from the media coverage.
The people sitting in the chairs.
Wild. Right, you're not supposed to go to the Capitol building. Grant.
I thought you. Sorry,
Not like that.
Yeah, not like that.
Not like that. But when you see the people taking them around, essentially on tour, that's not what I thought it was.
I just hope all the conservatives watching this realize how little appetite there is in the Republican Party for defending people like this. And thinking that Mitch McConnell or Donald Trump care about this is a delusion.
It's not even defending them. It's just forget about it. Let's look at what actually happened. We didn't
I'm shocked to see that.
You see, he said cops were murdered. What cops were murdered? Please let me know in the comments, because I really want to know that. People actually get hurt, killed, no time for that. Like that right there, definitely whoever did that, you should be punished at the full extent of the law. Because he said cops were murdered.
And not one policeman was murdered on that day.
That's what I was hearing. I was hearing that no cops
None.
murdered.
Not one.
Okay? That's what I'm hearing. No cops were murdered. That's why I said that they are, why are they trying to act like this is the second coming of 9/11? That's what they're trying to do.
What you fucking you talking about second coming of 9/11? 9/11 was a motherfucking false flag.
Jan 6. And that's
What?
the part that it's just so fake. It's just fake as hell, man.
It's so wild.
And it's that like to your point that it's not a bigger story. That's Tucker.
Well, it's just broken. And I think people are starting to pay attention to it now.
I don't think it's broken. I think it's by design. I think it's it's by design. It's not an accident.
No, I mean, it just broke. I mean, like,
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry.
just got out in the world. I think it's really recent. And so I think people are just starting to recognize.
Okay, you're making a few drops today.
It's not
Slight
what they thought it
complication
was.
is Merryweather's got your delivery schedule.
Good.
Look out
Is
for
this
him and maybe
something
put
that-
someone on the
clear.
insurgent's
You
weapons
wanna
system.
peacefully protest, do it
Otherwise,
outside.
good luck.
Don't ever go into the Capitol building. If someone smashes his door, don't enter behind it.
I don't see how not having him